But Brothers Grimsby is about two brothers whose parents died. They go to foster care, and they end up getting split up. One becomes a spy for England. The other one is like this bum drunk guy with like
basically a Irish, whatever Scottish leader. Basically, what do you say?
He's just like an English.
The stereotypical Irish or Is it Scottish or English?
English.
The typical English drunk stereotype. Let's just say that.
Guy, where he just drinks a lot and he doesn't really, take care of himself. So anyway, the one that doesn't really take care of himself is played by the guy from Borat. The spy is played by
he's the cliche. Have you ever seen those commercials with he's like, why do British people always villains? Because we like it. He's the bald-headed dude from that. If you want to see that, he's basically the cliche British bad guy. Yeah, British villain.
Which I was surprised he was in this movie because he's usually he's a decent actor, and then I don't know if they just got paid a lot for this movie.
Probably.
Because,
that's what they probably always do. They probably get
him throughout the movie. You see all this stuff that's going on, and you think you kind of see he's not even.
It seems like he's he's there, he's a kid.
He's honestly there for a paycheck.
He just wandered into the set. They're like, hey, you want to be in my movie?
Yeah. So there's just this movie has nothing but a whole bunch of sexual jokes.
Can we call them jokes, or are we just going to call them skits? Can we call them skits because it's so bad? They're skits.
Sexual, supposedly jokes that are just way too over the top and way too crude. And then there's just a lot of things in this movie that you just do not want to see.
So basically, you're saying that they're basically there just for shock value.
I mean, to be honestly, there's some parts where it's like a light porno.
It's like a strange porno.
Yes, I mean, you literally. There's a part in the movie where they're in an elephant's anus, fully two grown men in an elephant's anus, and then another elephant starts having sex with the elephant that they're in.
And it's ding dong.
Yeah, and you see everything.
Yes.
And it's just it was too much.
And it's funny because those type of jokes I heard, you were saying, we were describing before, they're I heard you said they're sprinkled throughout the movie, right?
Yeah, they don't even make sense. They don't need to be there, and it seems like they just put it in to try to be funny, and it ends up just making the movie horrible.
Because I think I
and it's you there's a lot of parts where you could have had a joke that would have been funny, but instead of having that joke, they replaced it with this sexual scenes.
So you get to the point where oh, it's gonna be okay.
Yeah.
So it's basically
it's right before it's about to be funny.
What movie can we compare this to? Let's just say this. Scary movie.
Yeah, the one of the
epic movie.
Not even the first three that were actually okay.
No, I can get it.
Haunted house.
Exactly. Haunted house. Exactly. This reminds me of Haunted House.
When the guy starts, having intercourse with a doll. That type of sexual humor where it's just it's not funny anymore. It's weird.
You're not laughing with it. You're laughing at it.
And it's partially because you feel so awkward sitting there watching this.
Yeah, you feel sorry. And you feel sorry for him thinking that it's actually good.
Yeah. And that's what this entire movie is about. And it's it's bad. I give it honestly a 1.
A 1?
A 1.
Oh, that's low. That's low for you.
Honestly, I don't think you could pay me. Alright, you could pay me probably it would have to be a lot of money to see this movie again.
Really?
A lot of money to see this movie again.
It's that bad?
Yeah, it's horrible.
So, my movie, what I saw was called Hyena Road. I might not be pronouncing it right. It's Hynea. Hyena, right? Hyena? I call it Hyena Road because it's laughable at that best. Basically, the movie. First of all, walking into the movie, right? I had high hopes for it. I read the description of it wrong somehow because I thought it was completely different than what the movie was actually about. Basically, the movie is about a stretch of road called Hyena. We're gonna call it Hyena Road. That has it connects something to something. And there's a town in the middle of it somehow, and somehow you're introduced these characters because. Sorry. You're introduced to these characters because these like convoy is like going down the road. It's like a tank, and there's like a couple cars in front. They're basically just going down this road, right? And they're checking out the road. They're checking out the road, and they see a guy like plant a bomb, right? And of course he, it's so badly like budgeted and like acted and everything that they can't even get like somebody dying right. They like shoot him right. First of all, they wait until he buries the bomb to shoot him. Why? I don't know. Why don't you just shoot them first, or shoot the bomb, blow up the bomb, right? But they shoot him, right? And he like falls to his knees and goes, okay, he doesn't make that noise, but he just bows his head and just dies. I'm like, come on, guys, like, what kind of director are you doing? Just bleh. I'm sorry. It's so badly done that like I feel bad for it, because I think it actually thought it was actually going to be a good movie, and it doesn't have the budget or acting to get it that far. So like you get to a point where I actually walked out of the movie because it was that bad, where the acting is bad, the dialogue's bad, the direction's bad. The only thing good about the movie is like certain scenes that in the movie they like are good, but like nothing really connects. It's just like random, like it's kind of like your movie where it's just random skits, but it's like random skits of like bloodiness. Where like, so after they kill this guy, where the guy goes bleh, and they cut away from like, nobody goes and gets the car that he's in, the bicycle that he's in. Nobody gets the bomb that he's in, that's actually in the ground right now. They literally just cut away to them like walking down a mountain for some odd reason, and.
It almost seems like the director didn't even know what he's doing.
I don't think he knew what he was doing, because he just walks down the hill, and all of a sudden you see this like...
It almost seems like he had these cool like scenes in his mind.
Yeah.
Didn't know how to connect them though, so just pieced them together.
Yeah, it's kind of like that, but like it's even worse because like you get to this road, right, and he's like using the sniper rifle, and like it looks like a shadow, like they just like CGI the road because they couldn't like not the actual road, but like the little holes they dug. But the holes are like, they look CGI, but I don't know if there are. Let's just say they're not for right now. They dug up the road and stuck bombs in it. We weren't gonna, like, nobody was gonna see that there's two patches of dirt in the middle of the road. So he shoots one of them, right? Nothing. First of all, they're like spread out weird. Shoots another one, nothing happens. Shoots the third one, the whole thing explodes. I'm like, but what happened to the first other ones? Were they just like duds? Did they? And like it didn't explode. Where like it was just one single bomb. Like the whole road just went like like a gooey, right? And then also they like pan over, and these dudes is like looking at him with binoculars. You're like, he shot 3 of them. I mean, he shot 2 of them beforehand. What was these guys doing over there? Like they were there just chilling out, like hanging out. Like, hold on, let them defuse our situation first, and then we'll try to do something. Like, I'm not joking. They shoot 2 of the bombs, or supposedly dug up holes or whatever they were in the ground, and then shoot the third one and it blows up. And these people were just standing there the whole time with machine guns. Like, there's like 30 of them. Like, you could have had like the upper hand where you just started running after him. Blows up the whole thing, and then pans over, sees the dude with the binoculars, and then all of a sudden, I was like, oh my god, what? Why did you attack them in the first place? You literally just made them blow up your whole plan. And then we're going to attack. So, of course, the bad guys, they get away, right? They get into this, like, hut thing. I'm just going to describe this situation, this thing. After this, I'm done explaining the movie. Because they get into this hut, and then this guy's doing this, like, crazy eyes. He calls them crazy eyes, because for no reason. The acting's terrible in the movie. This dude looks like he's white. I don't know if he's actually Arabic or not, but he looks white in the movie. Playing an Arabic person. Why they couldn't find an Arabic person, I don't know. But... like they're just sitting there, like chilling while these like guys are like following them outside, right? All of a sudden they blow a hole in the freaking wall, right? Here's this dude just walks out, says something in Arabic, walks back in. You guys are all good now. What? Like, what? And I'm like, wait a minute. So he just walks out, says a few words, and they all just, why didn't you say that in the first place before they blew a hole in your wall? Ugh. I gotta tell you the best part, though. The best part of the movie, right? They're running down this, of course, none of the bad guys can shoot anybody. All the good guys can shoot everybody, right? Even the guy that's only intel, the only thing he does is intel. shoots and kills somebody, but a guy that's been training his whole life to kill Americans can't kill somebody. They're running down, right? They stop. I'm not joking. The bullets go around them, guys. The bullets literally miss them, and like it's a machine gun, right? So you take one end, you put it at one end, and you just fire, and you just do a constant spray, right? I don't even shoot guns, and I know that, right? It misses all of them. They literally stop to watch this guy shoot them. He shoots them, and then they keep running away. It's that bad. It gets to the point where it got so mind-numbing dumb that me and my friend walked out of the movie. We couldn't do it anymore because it's so poorly made. It's so poorly done. I can't fault the movie for it trying, but it's trying. It's like that kid who gets picked last at the playground. Like, like you feel bad for him, but you don't want him on your team. Like, I don't feel bad for the movie, but like you're like, I don't want to watch you anymore.
Like, you feel bad like when you watch some of these movies, and you're like,
these guys really tried.
Like, because they had to go up in front of like a board of people.
At least the production company, company had to like give them money, so they had to like go up to him and be like, "Hey, give me money
for this."
And like,
it's like, did the production people feel bad for them, or
did the way that they described it, maybe it was a little bit better. Yeah. Maybe the acting they got it wrong or something. But like all these actors are like cliche versions of cliche characters. If that they're cliches written as a cliche. If that makes any sense. It's like the guy from it's like a cliche version of the guy from Avatar. You know, the commander guy with all the scars. Yeah. It's like a cliche version of him. Almost looks exactly like him in the movie. There's a cliche version of like. Have you ever seen? You've seen it. The Michael Bay movie that just came out. Oh.
13 Hours.
13 Hours, right? Do you know the guy from The Office, John Krasinski, whatever his name is? It's like a cliche version of his character, and there's another cliche of the character of them, and of course there's like a love romance, and then of course they have to break it off because it's their livelihood and their job, and then of course she's pregnant. It's like the movie, I don't it's. You don't want to make fun of it because it's trying its best, but you just have to because it's so bad. It's so bad. As a movie, it's not even good enough where you can watch this movie again and make fun of it because it's so funny. It's so bad that it's funny. It's so bad that it's depressing. It's depressing that this movie even was made. So. With a further ado, 1 out of 10. I don't know why. I would never see this movie again. I don't even, nobody's probably ever heard of this movie. It's probably so low-key. There was 2 people in the theater. They stayed for some reason. I was zoning out throughout the whole movie. My friend was zoning out throughout the whole movie. We left for a little bit, came back, because we wanted our money back. But, of course, AMC doesn't allow money backs. I don't know, whatever it is. Didn't allow us to get our money back. So, of course, I'm like, I'm obligated to stay now. I'm obligated to watch this train wreck. But then it came after the point where it was like watching the kid, like the I don't want to say fat kid, but it was like the fat kid that's like, of course, gets picked last and is trying to kick a ball. And you're trying to watch it, and trying to kick a ball. You don't want to steal the ball away from him, right? But, you're obligated to still play because it's the game.
Yeah.
So you're obligated to still play, but you don't want to make fun of him. But you're like, okay, I'm done. At one point, you're just you just kick the ball away from him and you score. You score the thing. It's bad. Don't watch it. You probably won't even watch it. You probably never even heard of it. Hyena Road because it's Hyena Road, whatever it's called. Because frankly, you won't even go watch it, and you probably never even heard of it, so just don't go see it and save yourself $8 unfortunately that I didn't do. Alright guys, that's the end of our video. If you like to subscribe, please subscribe. Click that like button or comment on whatever you would like us to review. We are up for suggestions as well, and we'll see you next video.